introduce yourself and your role as Mayor of Melton?
Yeah, my name is Councillor Steve Abboushi, and I'm the current Mayor of the City of Melton. And I'm proud to lead a team of great councillors who are very passionate about issues that affect our residents.
What inspired your decision to represent Melton on council and as Mayor?
So I first ran for council back in 2016, and one day I was sitting at the kitchen bench, and my wife was there, and I was reading through the newspaper, and there was an ad, and it said, "Make a difference in your community, become a council candidate." And my wife turned to me at the time and said, "Why don't you do this?" And I looked at her and said, "I don't even know what it is." And it turns out that found out that it could be an avenue to make a difference. And I was already a youth worker in the past, or at that time, and I thought, well, if I can help steer services to the community, for the community, especially for young people, then I'd be doing the job justice, and I'm very passionate about it. So I decided to put my hand up in my first election in 2016, and I got elected, surprisingly.
Yeah, you've come very far away now, and I'm sure the city of Melton really appreciates you.
Thank you. It's been a lot of work, and I'm very proud to still be here into my third term.
What are your top priorities for the City of Melton Council during your term?
Well, there are opportunities for young people in delivering facilities and services for our community, advocating to the state and federal government to continue to invest in the City of Melton to meet the needs of our growing community. An example of this is, major arterial road upgrades, improved rail and bus services, and more schools and higher education opportunities.
Yeah, definitely. How does Melton Council involve local residents in its decision-making processes? And what efforts are made to ensure their voices are heard?
So there's a number of ways residents can get involved in the decision-making processes. We've got consultation opportunities on a range of projects such as parks and playground upgrades, road projects, and our draft budget, just to name a few. We engage with community in a number of different ways, and it might be online through surveys or in person at events. We also have just commenced a large deliberative engagement process to help inform the decisions, inform the directions and key priorities of council that we're going to be addressing over the next 4 years. Through an expression of interest process, we've formed a community panel of over 40 people who are representatives of the community to discuss key issues, share their ideas, and offer recommendations to the council.
Yeah, that's fantastic. What new infrastructure or facilities are Melton Council working towards implementing?
As a growth council, we've got a large capital works program. This year, it's valued over $230 million, and we're also delivering over $200 million in services to our community. In terms of infrastructural facilities, we're upgrading key intersections in the city, delivering new sports facilities, children's and community centres and playgrounds, which is very exciting.
Yeah. How do you plan to create more job or employment opportunities for the people of Melton?
Local job creation is one of our top priorities. We need more opportunities for our people and our residents to work in quality, diverse roles and to make sure it's close to home. Unfortunately, over 70% of our local workforce leave the City of Melton daily to access employment, and we want to change that. We want our people to work in our community.
Yeah.
We have a plan to attract investment and create more local jobs. And we're one of the leading areas of industrial growth and investment in Victoria. Investment in our employment precincts will deliver 100,000 jobs and contribute $19 billion to the economy. This is not something that council can do on its own. We need community and communities to get behind us, and also commitments from the state government to fast-track development of employment precincts so we can achieve it. We also need support to increase our skilled workforce. And the Victorian government's investment to construct a new TAFE in Cobblebank by 2028 is a great start, and we continue to advocate for a university as well.
Yeah. I guess a question that kind of comes under that. What's being done to support the small businesses and local entrepreneurs of Melton?
So in terms of business support, council offers a range of programs to support businesses to create relationships with each other, to support growth and local development. We've got a series of workshops and webinars along with online tutorials. They're available to upskill businesses and to support growth and development in areas like marketing, promotion, leadership, business planning, and a lot more. Council also encourages local businesses to reach out to the Economic and Development Tourism team for tailored support and consultations specific to their needs and business goals, because we know every business is unique and different.
Definitely. What efforts have been made by the council to reduce rates of crime and violence within the city of Melton?
So we all know that Victoria Police, which is a state government body, is responsible for policing, but we do play an important role in creating a safe community. Creating a safe city is everyone's responsibility, and council's role is planning, designing and facilitating engagement with our young people.
Yeah.
For example, we designed public spaces and public lighting, working in partnership with Victoria Police and other agencies on proactive community safety initiatives and holding events and activities to increase community partnership and participation. We also have our Safe City Advisory Committee, which aims to enhance road and community safety in the city of Melton through a whole of community collaborative approach. If you want to know specifically about youth and youth particular initiatives, we know that offering young people more options to get involved in the community and form positive social connections can go some way towards helping address some of these issues.
Yeah.
And we have the Prime Prevention Program, which helps support young people at risk of going into the justice system. We also collaborate with local police to help support young people and their families.
Yeah. Going along with that youth support, how is the council planning to provide more youth services and support for young people in the city of Melton?
So we provide a range of programs, activities and support for young people. School holidays and after school programs, training opportunities, events and leadership programs. We also collaborate alongside with the police and other stakeholders to support at-risk young people.
Yeah.
Things like offering support to young people who are at risk of homelessness. We've got the U-Turn 193 program, which helps young people avoid, and you would know about this, being a former member of our Youth Advisory Committee.
Yeah.
So that program helps young people avoid getting involved in a justice system and provides outreach support to help issues at home and school, as well as mental health, which is rising in the city of Melton.
Yeah.
All of our activities are free of charge or low cost, so they're really made accessible for young people. Yeah.
What do you envision Melton to look like in the next 10 years, and how are you working to make that vision a reality?
I want to make sure that our young people know that they can come to us for help and assistance. We have knowledge on how to help young people, and we can connect them to services that might be able to help them. So when I look at vision, I look at building a community hub that has agencies located in them that are specific for young people. That's my vision.
Do you have any organizations in mind that you would bring to that hub?
Well, things like Odyssey House, who do drug and alcohol, YSAS, Headspace.
Definitely.
And co-locate them in a big youth hub that is owned by the council. So you've got all the services in one place, and a young person doesn't have to go from place to place, traveling to different suburbs. Public transport's an issue. So they've got a service, all inclusive. They can get all their needs met, and they can create a better future for themselves.
Yeah, that's definitely a fantastic initiative. Do you know where you would locate it? Did you have an area in mind?
I want it in the centre of the city of Melton. So when you look at the centre, probably that Rockbank, Aintree area, so that it's not too far from the other side of the municipality, down in the Melton area, and then also up here where we are today in Caroline Springs and Taylor's Hill.
Yeah.
They can easily get to the centre of the municipality, so it's at reach for everyone.
Definitely. What is your biggest success story or achievement whilst working for Melton Council?
I developed, when I first got elected in 2016, I had an idea to develop a youth forum. You would know about the youth forum.
Yes.
The youth forum has now become a great success, whereby we have an annual youth forum where we're talking to a few hundred young people in the city of Melton, and they get to tell us exactly what's on their mind.
Mm.
Are we creating services and programs that are tailored to them? What is the most pressing issues for young people? So the last one we had last year was at Diggers Rest at our brand new pavilion
Mm.
and community space. And it was fantastic. And I'm very proud of that initiative because if I'm not here tomorrow, I know that there's a youth forum that is mandated, that council has to facilitate, and young people's voices are heard.
It's definitely grown over the years. Like I remember the first one or the first few like were online and then
Yeah.
it came to in person, like Fraser Rise, Diggers Rest.
Yes.
Yeah. We've seen it blossom and like I didn't know you were the one responsible for it, which is
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah, that was my initiative
Mm.
back in 2016. Yeah.
What advice would you give young people who want to create change in their community and for young people who want to be on council someday?
I think young people, I think once they find where they fit in, where they belong, who they are as an individual, what they're passionate about, what their calling is. You know, some people, young people, have ideas that are very specific about their passion, just like I'm passionate about empowerment of young people. I think once they find what they're passionate about, I think to reach out to people who have had lived experience,
Mm.
mentors, get a mentor, and to help them plan how they're going to fulfill their passion. I think that's really, really important. And that's how they can influence change in the community by working hard in connection with what they're passionate about. You
Mm.
get more out of someone when you see that they're passionate about something. And, you know, I encourage more young people to run in council elections. I encourage them to put their hands up if that's what they're interested in, to be a representative of the community, just like I did when I was probably 30, I think.
Mm.
I started a little bit late.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great way to, you know, new ideas are fantastic. So when you get a changeover in council, it's actually a really good opportunity to bring new ideas and fresh ideas to the table. And if that's something that a young person is interested in, I encourage them to start preparing what their campaign's going to look like and what they're passionate about and what they should tell the community why they are passionate to get onto the council, because that's what I did.
Mm.
And I was elected. And I was very fortunate and lucky and blessed that the community saw that I was passionate about the issues that were in that time.
When you first started on council, did you see yourself becoming mayor someday or
No.
it just happened? Yeah.
Look, it's an absolute honour to be the mayor
Yeah.
and to be the official spokesperson and to lead things like the council plan. I'm really enjoying being the mayor because I'm learning more and I'm being challenged, I'm being stretched, and a growth will come from that. But it's also an honour to serve as the leader. And so I didn't think that this would be where my life would be in 2025, but I'm the mayor now, and I'm absolutely honoured and very grateful for the commitment and for the opportunity.
Last question. What's the best part about working for Melton within Melton Council?
Thing that I love is we have the biggest, most diverse community in Australia, I believe.
Mm.
Over half of our population, so we have 220,000 residents today. Over half of them were born overseas. So we speak over 140 languages. We speak over 100. We are born from all over the world, from every corner of the globe. We have communities that have come and chosen the city of Melton to be home. And I think our diversity is our greatest asset.
Definitely.
And I absolutely love it, and I wouldn't want to live anywhere else.